Hey, this is Casey, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. I believe when we left off, we had just gone to Therenfall Redoubt and recruited the Templars as our allies. So now I'm going to run around and see what anyone has to say about that. But I'll probably start off in the war room just to make sure I'm currently making someone do something in there. So
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin.
And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement.
The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is a necessary one as well.
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who is she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's Templars. According to Lady Corbin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
How?
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We're becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power, instead of comforting the masses.
Yeah, it's been this way for years.
Mage circles started falling years ago. The Chantry was troubled even before the Divine's murder.
Yet many people continue to bear it great love. We will not benefit from its decline. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andraste's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
You make it sound easy.
So if everyone listens to the chant, things will be smooth as silk.
I did say commonality is merely a beginning, but it's an important one. We must learn to think beyond our own wants, to secure peace in Thedas.
You sound too good to be true.
How did someone so lovely and selfless go into Orlesian politics, Lady Montelier?
Well, that is, really, you give me too much credit. While you're here, I do have a question. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
How will you?
Will my answer change your reply to the Chantry?
If Leliana, Cassandra, Cullen, and I could agree on our official stance, I could answer that. We should decide soon. The revered mothers don't seem to know what to make of you.
I don't claim to be holy.
I'd tell the Chantry I was saved by circumstance, not divine intervention.
Yet as rumors your Andraste's herald grow, the Grand Clerics may not believe such a humble reply. A difficult situation, and I thank you for your answer. A good day to you.
Okay, so I guess the Chantry's now concerned that we have the Templars as our allies.
Revered Mother? Good day to you.
Anything to report?
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
How are our guests?
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
Lady Drummond promised a visit. She has useful resources if we can get her to set aside her games.
What are her politics?
Oh, no, I meant actual games. Chess, cards, dice, little boards with carved idols from Tevinter. She made me play that with her for 8 hours once. Steer her towards cards, if she insists on a match.
Okay. So now off into the war room to see what's going on in there.
Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow.
Have you had any trouble with them?
Not at all. I will inform you if that changes.
Okay, it looks like we finally have some things to do. Okay, we have received an offer of assistance. I am unnerved but not opposed. It is not the first strange promise we have received, and likely will not be the last. An elegantly written note follows. The Inquisition has need, and we would provide. We have in our possession a mount of noble spirit, fallen in battle against rage, returned to life by the boundless urge to run and serve a worthy cause and a noble master. Prove what your followers already believe, that your reach is beyond this realm, that even the forces of the Fade are your ally, that death is no barrier to victory, the collective. So Josephine says, we will take every care with such a boon. Our associates will see to it. Liliana says, I'll quietly make certain nothing interferes with the arrival. And Colin says, our soldiers will ensure the creature arrives safely. So let's go ahead and send Colin.
All right.
The creature has arrived. It is just as unnerving as expected. Okay, so we've received the bog, a unicorn. Interesting. I'm assuming that's like something that goes in our stable. Okay, now we have the red heart. Such is the reach of the threat that the Inquisition receives offers from all corners of Thedas. From a distant clan of Dalish comes a surprise. A letter in flowing script. Perhaps you are not, as we do not share what we believe. But this threat is common to us all, for the wounded sky belongs to everyone. If nothing else, we would have you sure of foot in your journey towards victory. Masalanas Elven stuff that I can't pronounce. Okay, so let's go ahead and send Liliana. The red heart has arrived, and it can only be described as inspirational. I wonder if there's anything else like that. Flames of the Inquisition Charger. We have garnered the attention of the finest armorers in the land, and they would not see our message conveyed unadorned. They offer a mount that reflects the flames of the Inquisition. It is, by all accounts, magnificent. A blocked letter note follows. We would send our best, and you will know it when you see it. It is much at home in parade as on the battlefield. Let all who stand against you see that they stand against a force, a cause. Our skill is yours. Those of the hammer. The armored mount has arrived, and it is every bit as magnificent as was promised. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I wonder if there's anything else like that. Doesn't look like it. No, sadly not. Okay, so let's see, an ally from Starkhaven. The Inquisition has received a missive from Starkhaven. Most cordial greetings. My name is Sebastian Vale, sole heir of the Vale Princes of Starkhaven. I recently retook the throne of this great city from those who sought to gain it through unjust means. As a most devoted adherent of the Chantry, I felt the loss of Most Holy Justinia V keenly. I too hoped for a resolution to the terrible conflict that claimed the lives of hundreds in Kirkwall, and now threatening to claim all of Thedas. I extend Starkhaven's hand in friendship to the Inquisition. Together, let us right the wrongs visited upon our world. Prince Sebastian Vale. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I figured he would be on the Chantry side of things, since he was so devout in Dragon Age 2. Yeah, he was too devout for my liking. Because Josephine's the only one that can do this. She says, I will send emissaries. Though the Free Marches cities have always been independent, earning the support of the most prosperous ones may be to our advantage.
Let us begin.
Okay, an offer from the Blades of Hissarian. The Blades of Hissarian keep supplies along the shore. Consider them at your disposal. Our former leader increased our caches significantly, although some consider his methods dishonorable. Ivor of the Blades. So Josephine says, we cannot openly accept stolen goods. Of course, we have no way of returning them, so we may discreetly take found goods. Leon says, they work for you. Let them keep their supplies. We know little of this group, Perhaps instead they have knowledge worth sharing. And Colin says we could use the resources. Our soldiers can deliver them. Oh, let's use Liliana.
Let's see what we have.
Sometimes I have a really hard time deciding who I want to do things. So it looks like I can't do this right now. Guess we'll go over to Orlais and see what else there is. So we have the Order's obligations. The Order of the Templars has received a request from Perendale to remove a group of mages who have locked themselves in their former circle tower. The populace fears what the mages may plan for the city, and given the current disruptions in the Vale, there are real dangers to consider. We do not know the condition of the mages within. For the safety of all involved, we must address the situation before tensions rise further. If we are to honor the faith the Herald placed in our order, we must fulfill our sacred duties. I respectfully request that representatives of the order be given leave to handle the situation. Knight Captain Brioni. Okay, Josephine says the goodwill garnered through this action could reflect well on the Inquisition if we let the right people hear of it. Send Inquisition soldiers to assist them. Okay. We can spare some Templars for this. Okay, yeah, so let's use Colin. It makes the most sense for him to know what to do with the Templars anyway, in my opinion. So, okay. So now let's go back out into Haven and see if anyone wants to talk to me about our new allies, other than Josephine, who was working with the dwarves to get more lyrium already.
I understand you were instrumental in garnering the assistance of the Templars. It is well done. And I pray this Inquisition fares better than the Chantry in its handling of magic.
Yeah, the Chantry did terribly.
It would be difficult for us to do worse.
Harshly spoken, but difficult to deny. In some ways, Andraste had the simpler task. Magic should serve man, and not rule over him. That tells us what should be, but it does not tell us how to get there. So many times the methods of men have undone the spirit of their goals. Once you have sealed the breach, we shall see whether this Inquisition is truer to the Chantry, or its own namesake.
How are the people?
Can you tell me how our people are doing?
What would you like to know?
How are the people at Haven?
How are the villagers in Haven doing?
You did well to gain the Templars to your cause. The people have hope that the breach may be sealed. Some of them are returning to the lives they fled, others are starting fresh. In either case, they no longer believe the world as they know it is ending.
How are people elsewhere?
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
You have done much for the refugees in the hinterlands. Many who would have starved or frozen owe you their lives. Villagers in Crestwood are besieged by their own dead. They have sent word begging for assistance. People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise de Lyon. It may be demons or something worse, but they are terrified. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Orlais and Ferelden.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
You know, I just don't know what it is about Mother Giselle, but she rubs me the wrong way. Like, I don't think she's doing anything shady or anything, but there's just something about her that I just really don't like. And I'm just not sure what it is.
It is good that you salvaged as many Templars as you did, my dear. We will need every Templar, but they will require proper management. We also need to increase our lyrium supplies considerably. The Chantry may still have stockpiles we can use.
Colin can handle that.
Cullen will look into it. He must already have a supply line.
He undoubtedly did. But it was established before the Divine Conclave. The situation has changed. The breach has done more than disfigure the sky. The veil itself is broken. All mages, no matter how skilled, are now in danger of drawing demons to them. Before this crisis is over, you may find that Templars, flawed as they may be, are all that stand between us and chaos.
You're probably right.
It's a good idea to plan for trouble.
I'm glad you understand. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
Oh man, I agree with you.
You're preaching to the choir, Vivian.
Tell me something. As you will no doubt have a hand in shaping it, what future do you see for mages?
No, definitely no. Let's say, I don't have a problem with mages being in the Chantry. I just don't think the Chantry has a place. So I'm gonna say we need the circle back.
The circle has to be restored if we want to keep the peace.
That's comforting to hear, but you'll find opposition to the idea even among friends. It's something to consider, my dear.
Yeah, Solus won't like that. Anything else,
Did you
Vivian?
need something, darling?
What are your thoughts about the others in the Inquisition?
Whether Cole is a spirit or a demon is irrelevant. Neither can be trusted, my dear. Remember that.
Okay, interesting. I didn't even think about what everyone else would think of Cole that wasn't present. Who should we talk to first? Let's go see Liliana.
Were the Templars ever unkind to you when you served?
No, not to me, but to the mages. The Templars had too much power, and they did not wield it carefully.
The Inquisition will control them now.
I hope you are right. Andraste said magic should serve man. She did not call for the death of all mages.
Okay.
The Templars will be an asset to this Inquisition. It's a shame we couldn't also get the mages on our side.
Any updates?
Anything I should know?
Having the Templars join the Inquisition has done wonders for our reputation. The people trust the Templars, and now they trust us.
Okay, that's good. So we're finally getting some more respect. So carry on.
I'll leave you to your work.
Okay, let's go see Solus, because I feel like he's going to have something negative to say about the fact that we have taken the Templars in.
So the Templars will put their powers to use, sealing the breach. Any group corrupted by a demon must be watched carefully. At least they know how to fight.
Beggars can't be choosers.
We can't afford to be picky about our allies.
Point taken. Just remember, an enemy can attack, but only an ally can betray you. Betrayal is always worse.
Well, I definitely
Speaking
agree with
of
that.
which, you should ready yourself.
For?
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again with the Templars. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront.
I feel like that was a very Anders-esque warning about betrayal. It makes me nervous about someone betraying us. I feel like it would be Vivienne, because she's so politically motivated. She wants that power. But hopefully it's just banter and not something bad's gonna happen.
Who else who joined up?
Sarah? She's a feisty one.
She'd put your eye out.
I didn't mean anything by it. It's good to see us all coming together to serve the Maker.
Never thought the Inquisition would be recruiting thieves to its ranks. I see.
I wonder what that guy did to Sarah. So it didn't mean anything by it.
Templars filling up the place. Best of the polished helms come to save us. Good partners, I suppose, if they decide to stay and do what they're told. Seem to have a problem with that.
Do you like the Templars or not?
I can't tell. Do you approve of Templars or not?
Approve? They do their job when they do it. What else is there to know? You want about anything else?
No. Carry on.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
I wonder if Flissa will say anything.
Just returning the cups, Flissa.
Can I get you anything?
No. Unless she wants to say something new, but I'm pretty sure she doesn't, so goodbye.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
So, the Templars joined the Inquisition. Even with Cullen here, I never thought that would happen. Of course, after Kirkwall, I never thought anyone would use red lyrium on purpose either. The Templars should know better than anyone what that shit does to people. Finding more of it really punches a hole in my red lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
How fast does it spread?
How long does it take for red lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
Don't worry.
The Inquisition has the numbers to track down all this lyrium and destroy it.
I hope so. I don't want to think about what happens if it starts a plague. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
Catch my breath.
I was planning to put my feet up, maybe grab a nap. You?
Whatever I do, it'll be as far from Cassandra as I can get. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
Man, I feel really bad for Varric. I'm sure all this red lyrium stuff is really hard on him after the whole thing with Bartrand. Hopefully he doesn't have like a mental breakdown or anything. Excuse me.
Need something?
Nothing new, I believe, so...
Carry on.
Oh, here's Cole.
You took in the Templars. You let them stay in strength, even after what they did. Their own people. It's dangerous when too many men in the same armor think they're right. You should prepare. It's already getting louder.
What is?
What's going to be loud?
I don't know, but there are echoes rushing back across us, ripples in a pond from a stone, but backward. But first, you seal it. I hope it hurts less. I'll help if I can, but I don't always say it right.
Oh. I want him to be normal, like act normally and not to freak people out, but he said that people don't see him anyway, unless they let him, so you're fine as you are.
You helped me at the Seeker Fortress. Say it however you like.
I helped. It's good to hear. I will try.
Let's discuss Templars.
I'd like to talk with you about Templars.
They're heavy with forgotten songs, like Varric. Some of them are too loud. It's hard to stay near them. Cullen is softer, but demons asked questions that hurt him. Evangeline was kinder. I want to explain, but Reese's mother spoke to spirits, but not to him. Then she died for a Templar he loved. Words just bounce off the edges.
What do you think of them?
What's your general opinion of Templars?
Some like hurting mages. It makes them happy, or less afraid, or dreams again. Woke up shaking, stalking the ground for one who looks like her. Always some rule being broken. But not all Templars listen when whispers crawl around inside them. They try to protect people, like Cullen. The good ones remember that mages are people.
I guess it's nice to have confirmation that Colin's a good one, so explain how Templars feel.
Can you tell me more about how the Templars feel to you?
They feel older than they look. They've been changed, and their bodies are incomplete now. The lyrium helps, but their bodies always want to connect to something older, bigger than they are. That's why they block magic. They reach for that other thing, and magic has no room to come in. Like when I listen to Varric.
Okay, I wonder what he keeps talking about Varric. Like, his very first thing he said was something about Varric's old song being like the Templars or something like that. I don't know what that means. So what about Red Templars?
Can you tell me more about how the Red Templars are different?
The red lyrium is different, darker, daggers under the skin. It eats you inside until you're nothing. They hear a different song. The song behind the door old whispers want opened. They are dead and dark and done.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
Okay, let's see if he has anything else to say.
They should have been born together, but instead they were bound by light.
Let's discuss the Inquisition.
I'd like to talk with you about the Inquisition.
I don't understand it. People talk like it's a person, but it's not even a thing. A dagger can be a way to let pain out, but even if it isn't, it's still a dagger. The Inquisition isn't real unless it has something real to make it. It's like a spirit.
Okay. Bye, Cole.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
I think Cole's definitely going to bring an interesting dynamic to the group.
I run a business, not a charity.
Yeah.
And you've heard nothing of this elder one in any of your investigations?
Special shipments. I don't know how I missed that earlier. So nothing worthwhile. It's not as good as my other one, but it looks awesome, so I'm gonna have to wear it around for a bit. Oh yeah, I like the way this thing looks. It's way more armory looking, if that's a word. You know what I'm saying? It looks more like actual armor.
If you're free later, would you like to have a drink at the tavern?
Are you courting a knife here, Scout Palain?
No, I don't know. I used to drink with the soldiers, but I can't talk with them anymore, not really.
You've seen enough pieces to have some idea of the size of the game we're playing.
Yes, and I'm sorry. You understand. This elder one, there's no one I can talk to.
I'll be in the tavern this evening. Perhaps you could buy me a drink. Make sure you take a bath first.
It's an interesting budding romance there, maybe.
There was no sky maker. You were the sky. When there was no earth.
We got the Templars on our side. Glad to hear it. I'll keep the charges at a respectful distance. Not that the chief has any apostates in the group.
Okay, let's discuss Iron Bull.
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The chief. Last time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for a Canary, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
What kind of commander is he?
How's Iron Bull as a commander?
If you know what you're doing and hold up your end, he's easy. He doesn't accept any less. He keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Bull isn't like that. The charges might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
How did you end up with him?
How did a Tevinter soldier wind up in a Kunari spy's mercenary company?
I wasn't a soldier at the time. I was in some trouble, trying to flee Tevinter. A Tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them. Gave up his eye doing it. Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work.
Wow.
I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
He gave up his eye.
That's how he lost the eye?
Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when Bull came inside and yelled for them to stop. One of them saw trouble coming and figured he'd finish me off. The guard had a flare. Bull put himself between me and the blow. Big horned idiot. Didn't even know me.
Wow, that's awesome. I feel like this says a lot about the kind of guy Bull is. Is him being Kunari odd?
Is it strange to work for a Kunari?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Qun, if that's what you're asking. Bull's charges don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasrath, I'd have thought he'd left that life behind.
I'm surprised he told you.
I didn't expect he'd tell you all that he was a spy.
Not the whole band, but those who've been around long enough to trust. He figures most of us would find out sooner or later, and it should come from him. Eyes to eye, he says. He's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home.
Okay, goodbye.
We'll talk later.
Let's see what else. If we can actually say more than one thing to Krem. No, it appears only one thing at a time. So we'll come back and say more to you in a bit.
Heard there was a big demon at the Seeker Fortress. Gotta say, I don't mind missing that. Getting into your head, messing around.
I'll protect you.
If you're nervous about demons, I can protect you.
My blade pretty much protects me.
Perhaps I can do things your blade can't.
I don't know. It has blood grooves. Well, technically, it's the Fuller, but blood grooves sound so much more violent. Anyway, I hope our new friends have what it takes to close the breach. Damn thing gives me a headache just looking at it.
Anything else, Bull?
What's going on?
That's being negative. Okay.
See you later, Bull.
See ya.
Let's see if we can look at any of our new mounts. Alright, we got that red heart. Let's see what that looks like.
That'll do fine.
Wow, that's awesome. But I feel like my character is definitely more of a horse kind of person. The bog unicorn. Yeah, let's see that fade animal.
That'll do fine.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That is super creepy. Wow. I don't know about that. I feel like she wouldn't ride that. There was the other one, the armored.
Inquisition?
That's interesting. Sad that it has to stay in its pen with all that stuff on. Oh, we'll leave that one for now. Try it out.
So, you're one of those tranquil. Can you enchant?
Of all the things in the world, a demon who wears someone's face. I imagine it makes trusting others risky.
Trust is important, but I don't trust anyone either. So I'm gonna say, what's life without risk?
Risk is what keeps life exciting, don't you think?
Until you lose. It's easy to speak well of trust when yours has never been misplaced.
Okay, we'll talk later.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
That wasn't very enlightening from Blackwall. Cassandra.
Something must be done, immediately.
Nothing will be done.
Commander Cullen said the same thing. It's an outrage. There are mages here we know are guilty of heinous crimes. You would let that pass?
Yes, as will you. We are not here to coddle the Order. You are an ally. Act like one.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with it.
Cassandra is so awesome, seriously. Like, the more things I see of her, I'm so impressed.
It never ends, evidently.
That's the truth.
You don't need to tell me that.
I just don't know who told them I'm the one to yell at.
Is it that bad?
The Templars need to learn they have other uses than hunting mages. It's not easy for them. It is your doing, after all. You created this alliance.
I did my best.
I had to think on my feet, and I did what I could.
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I? I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made. And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
Flatterer.
You're flattering me.
I'm not. This always happens. Nobody ever takes my meaning.
You should see your face.
I'm thinking less flattering things now. Let's hope the breach has your sense of humor.
Okay, let's see if she has anything else to say.
Do you need something?
Nope.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Okay. Well, surely Colin has a lot to say.
Cole, or whatever he calls himself, may have helped at Therenfall, but that doesn't mean we should trust him.
He's being watched.
Liliana has people watching him.
Provided they don't lose him. I suppose my concerns can wait. We must focus on the breach. The Templars are making final preparations. After what happened with the Lord Seeker, they're eager to prove themselves.
As they should be. Oh yeah, so I should hope so.
After what I went through to get them, they'd better be.
What happened at Therenfall was appalling. To have a demon manipulate your mind. It takes a strong person to walk away from that. It's good to see you well.
Anything I should know?
Is there anything I should know?
I'm glad to have the Chargers on our side. Bull's men are professionals, despite evidence to the contrary.
Okay, is there anything else I should know?
Is there anything I should know?
Not at present.
Okay.
That's all for now.
See ya.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
I'm kind of shocked that's all he had to say on us recruiting the Templars.
See reason to say.
Commander Cullen took me
cannot stay
aside
here.
to explain what happened at the redoubt. Disturbing news, but I'm glad you were there to intervene. Thank you.
I've already talked to her about all this. Bye.
I will talk to you later.
Walk in the Maker's grace.
Okay, I think I've talked to everyone now. So let's go back into the War Council and make sure everyone's busy.
See me kneel, for I walk only where you would bid me. Stand only in places you
Stay safe out there.
Apothecary Adon asked for those supplies as soon as possible.
Did you see the message I sent? Yes, thank you.
Okay, so she said, Your Worship, may this serve you as it has us, Ivor of the Blades. We got an engraved pommel. So I guess that was like a weapon upgrade. Josephine is still busy in Starkhaven. Okay, a report given to Commander Cullen. We arrived in Perendel to find that the mages had indeed barricaded themselves inside their former circle. They met us with some hostility on entry, but the mages were small in number and their defenses easily dispelled. Upon questioning, we discovered that the mages had remained in Perendel following the uprisings. With increasing hostility from the general public, they retreated to the circle for safety. They appealed to us for aid. It is the opinion of the Order that these mages are not a threat. We have brought them to the Inquisition so they might aid our cause. That's awesome. Had we not interceded, the danger these mages pose to the public or the public to the mages could easily have ended in bloodshed. Knight Captain Brioni. Okay, so I feel like that was a wise decision to send Cullen. Um, secure more lyrium for the Templars. Templars need lyrium to function. Josephine is doing what she can, but with the dissolution of the Chantry, trustworthy suppliers and decent prices are rare. Find someone in the black market willing to cut the Inquisition a deal. So Liliana says, we have some knowledge of the black market. Oh, you have some knowledge of the black market? Give me no details. I will inquire where you say discreetly.
Let's see what we have.
So we have Grand Cleric Iona. While the Chantry is ostensibly the Inquisition's ally, a cleric has arisen as the leader of those who oppose it. Grand Cleric Iona of Cumberland has quietly gathered them around her, giving her an early lead in the race to become the next divine. Should she succeed, this could mean a resumption of widespread opposition to the Inquisition, as well as a danger to the Herald of Andraste. Josephine says she has rivals. We should pick one and give that cleric whatever ammunition we can to muster against Grand Cleric Iona. Liliana says, Grand Cleric Iona has no secrets, but she is dangerous. She has hooked her wagon to this issue alone. We cannot let it take her to the Sunburst throne. She must be silenced. And Colin says, a display of force and a warning are all we need. She is not a fool, and will realize the Templar Order no longer protects her. So I'm fine with sending Colin to do that. I feel like Liliana would have just like slit her throat. So, let's head back to the hinterlands and see what we can finish up there, because I know there was a lot to do still. I feel like taking out Varric and Cassandra and Solus. It's just kind of fun to have the original group back together. I don't know. Let's go and try to close some rifts.
Nothing to report, sir.
Oh, I want to see what my new horse looks like. Okay, is it just me, or does it kind of look like moon boots? You know those like puffy snow boots that little kids wear, moon boots? Yeah, that kind of looks what its butt looks like to me. I don't know. I think I kind of liked the natural horse more. Well, that thing's like hard to hit. Oh, not good, not good. I don't know how I got all those things circled by me. Oh, 'cause I have to go find the... Sometimes. Oh, this demon is frustrating. That was kind of a crazy rift. Oh, I forgot to try something. On the little like things to read that come up as on the loading screens, I read that you can dispel things at the rift if they haven't, like when the rift explodes and they come up, the new demons come out. I heard that you can dispel those spots, and so I meant to try it. Oh, it's that Druffalo. So I'm supposed to take him back to the farm? Will he just come? Oh yeah, he's coming with us. Oh, this is kind of going to be kind of annoying. I don't remember where we're supposed to go. Oh, I think this way. It's not very fast. This is probably one of the more ridiculous quests that I'm bothering to do. I feel like with all these rifts and stuff, I'm not sure that I should really be stopping to take the time to lead a Druffalo back, but I guess if it makes the people happy with me, then I'll do it. I also need to stop at camp and heal after that rift. I'm still moseying along. I guess it gives me time to collect some herbs and the like. I'm afraid that if I get too far away from him, he won't come anymore and go all the way back, and I don't want to have to start this over, so... I wish we could have a Druffalo to ride. That would be kind of awesome, but seeing how slow it is, I take that back. I'm sure we couldn't gallop along on a Druffalo. Oh no, did I get too far away? Yep, he stopped. At least he didn't go all the way back. I got nervous there for a second. Varric looks so weird without his chest hair being exposed. This is painful. Oh, at least there's something to fight. I feel like things are getting much easier now that I have, come back to your friends. Come back to your friends, Druffalo. And I will say, also, I have started a new playthrough. I usually do some concurrent playthroughs with each other as an elf mage. I also do that on Nightmare, and I will say that being a mage is so much easier. So much easier. I hardly ever die compared to this where I'm dying all the time. So I don't know if it's just I'm terrible at it or if it's just that much easier. I don't know.
Thank you. I appreciate you finding her, and I'll see to it that this never happens again.
Yeah, but anyway, my other playthrough, I'm only like 5 hours in. I try to stay really far behind so I'm not spoiling anything for myself, and I like to make different choices, so it goes pretty slowly. Okay, let's head down here and see what we can do. I feel like there was a lot of things to do down here, so and we haven't unlocked this area yet, or you know what I mean, we haven't discovered it. It's unlocked. Okay, let's mark it on the map. Let's head over here. Oh, bears. Bears. Oh. I don't know if we're ready for bears. But we'll give it a go. I think I've died to more bears than anything else in the wild. That is a big old bear. And I just stabbed the tree. Oh, we're fighting more than one at once. This is not good. Not good, not good. You should try to kill one and then get the other so we're not getting double damage. So I can just like hack away over here. Oh my gosh, is that going to be a third one? Please stay away. Please stay away, third bear. That was natural, wasn't it? Okay, okay, surely someone else has some potions. Nope. Yes, Cassandra has like a bajillion. Oh, it's regeneration. No. I don't want you to even bother with that. Solus has stuff though. We're still alive. We're still alive. It's like we can say anything. No, no, run away. Okay, got 2. I haven't really played this, so I don't really know. Whoa, that was crazy. I don't really know what any of his abilities are, so I'm just kind of spamming them all. That was really cool, though. Whatever that little backflip one is. It's awesome. I can't believe we're going to survive this fight with 3 bears. We've come a long way. We've come a long way. Hope I didn't just jinx myself. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I think I just totally jinxed myself. Crap, crap. Okay, revive you. Revive you. I knew that was too good to be true. Okay.
There's too many refugees out here. Reminds me of Kirkwall during the Blight.
Yeah, I was feeling nervous because we also had our weapons out, even though we were talking all casually. You dead? Okay, good. That was crazy. No, we can't be in another fight right now. Okay. Maybe it's wolves or some kind of dog. That was even more bears. I was like, please no. Looks like Solus has leveled up. Okay, well now I need to go back to camp and heal after that crazy battle. But I still can't believe we just fought 3 bears and lived, so. One needs to just take us down in 5 seconds, so. Feeling accomplished. So we need to fill up the potions. Okay, and Solus, let's level you up as well. Okay, and there was something else down here. Oh yeah, another rift. So let's go try to take care of this rift down here. Feeling confident about it after those bears. And I want to try to dispel something. No, please. No, I don't want to fight you on the way. He was significantly easier than Those big gray ones that we were fighting. I feel like it took like a fourth of the time. So this must be like bear territory, so I feel like I should get out my mount so that we can hopefully make it to the rift. It always drives me nuts when I'm not on the right side. I know it probably doesn't bother most people, but as someone that rides horses, it drives me nuts. Ooh! Creepy cave rift. Yeah, moon boot butt. I will be swapping that horse out for sure.
Someone help!
Oh, I'm on fire.
I'm
We're not the best fighting group together, I believe, but okay, now I need to be soulless. We want to try to dispel. I can't see where I'm putting my thing, so I'll just have to assume it's working. I don't know. Okay, let's see how it goes. Oh, that is freaking amazing. I didn't think it was going to be that awesome when I read it on the little thing. That was crazy. So I will be making all the mages have dispel. Vivian will be getting that. Looks like I better heal. Yeah, I'm so impressed with that. I had no idea. I thought like maybe it would just like weaken them, or I didn't know I would take out the whole thing. This is cool. Okay, a letter found on a corpse. If you find this, the bleeding didn't stop. My family lives at the Redcliffe Farms. Maker bless you if you could take my last words to them. I didn't run, didn't abandon them. I thought I could get enough help. Fool that I was, all I got was my guts torn out. A letter written in a shaking hand, along with a scrawled map of the Redcliffe Farms. That's depressing. Well, I need to heal anyway, so I might as well head over to the Redcliffe Farms camp and take the letter. I do really wish that we could still have a healer in our party, and I'm still kind of holding out that maybe I'll get one. But I don't know, I feel like we have so many people now, maybe we're just done. But we have 3 warriors, and so I feel like we'll get 3 of everything. I don't know.